Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you watched the last video, I did the floating islands and this demonic ring around the outside. Now I have made a platform in the middle for the tree to go. I hope I've made it big enough. So today, my main job is to get this tree sorted. Now the best way I can think of doing it is first build up before I actually work out where the branches are going to go. I want to build up to see how tall I want it to go. I want it to be over this. I mean, I want it to be absolutely huge. So I hope I've made a big enough circle. If not, I can always extend it. It's not the end of the world. Obviously, there is going to be extra bits coming out and going down this side. It's going to have roots coming up and down. I might even break one of the pillars and make it look like the roots have smashed it and have the bits all over the floor. I think that'd be quite good. So what I'm going to do now is the base of the tree and try and get it a rough idea of how I want it up quite high. Basically, just by putting the blocks up and seeing how far up it can go. At the moment, this will be the same all the way up, but I will change it as we go along. So I'm going to get into a speed lapse now and make the base of the tree to as high as I would like it to go. I'm thinking about here, depending on the width. I might even go even higher because there is quite a big space to work with. And we will see what we come up with afterwards. So I'll see you guys in a second. That's the initial roots of the tree done and the main bark. Now I am thinking I may have done it a little bit too short, and I'm not sure about this hourglass effect that comes up. Like I think it needs to stretch a bit longer. So I'm going to adjust the the top bit a bit so it goes up a bit more. So I think it should be taller after looking at the base. Because otherwise it's just going to be really, well, it won't be short, will it? It's quite big. But it'll be a shorter tree than I wanted it to be. So I'm going to cut all this back to this the middle bit, and I'm going to send it up a bit more. Obviously, I'm not going to keep the middle like this. It looks way too formed and too, well, square and pristine. I will change all this. But I want to get the branches done, unless I bring the branches just up around here. So the branches make it look taller. That might be an idea. I'm going to play around with it for a bit and see what I come up with. Like I said, I'm not happy with the hourglass effect I've got with it. So I'll have to redo that. Obviously, it would have filled out because I will join this bit to this bit. Because if I can get the branches looking good up here, I'll know roughly where I need to join it to and get rid of this structured bit in the middle. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to pull this back, extend it up, put the branches on it, and hopefully that should look quite good. I might even put another layer on top of this one. Actually bring it up a bit higher. Yeah, just put more pillars across, another ring, bring the tree right up, but then I think it might be too skinny. I'm gonna have a play around with it and see what I come up with. There will be another time lapse once I get the height done. I won't bother showing you that again because you've already seen it. So I will see you guys in a second after I've got it the way I'm happy with. So I'll see you guys in a minute. Enjoy. Right, so I've done the branches. I'm not overly happy with them, but I will do a bit more work on them at some other point. I think they might be a little bit thin, although it is meant to be a dead tree, so it kind of works really well. I've left the top bit here because I was thinking about doing some kind of like a dragon skull sort of thing on the top, or some kind of demon skull, and then have the bones come in and out of the tree as it goes round. I think that would be a really cool effect as long as I can get it done right. I might thicken up the branches, I might leave them as they are. This bit here definitely looks a bit thin, doesn't it? Compared to the rest of it. It might just be the angle. But the next thing I wish to do, or I'm going to try and do, is get the roots, add a bit more depth to them. I want some of them coming up and going down into the ground and then coming out the bottom of the island. Now what I've cleared one of them here to try and get this sorted a little bit, see how I want it. So I'm going to start by doing this type of thing here. Will just be a outline, so I've got a rough idea of how I want to get it done. Uh, like I've said before, my entire builds are make up as I go. I don't plan anything. Well, not a lot anyway. I have a rough idea in my head mostly of how I want things to look, and I try and put it into the game. But with no planning, I think I don't do too bad. I suppose, you know. Right. With that, start trying to bring it down a bit. So I don't want it to go too high with the loops. But if I can get a rough idea of what I want to do, then I can detail it later. So hopefully this will work. It might not work. This could go completely and totally wrong. And then we're back basically just taking it off. So then we'll put that there. So that looks like it goes down. We'll make this bit bigger going into the ground. Just a bit like that. Now I think this looks a little bit too structured. But this, you get the rough idea of what I'm aiming for. You know, I mean, it's everything is a work in progress. Everything's a work in progress. I know when I'm building, I don't talk much. It's usually because I'm concentrating. It's not brilliant for a video when I'm trying to, you know, talk to people. I am relatively, obviously it doesn't have to be even all the way because it's a tree. That's not how nature works. You know, nature is not perfectly aligned. It does not always look identical on both sides. So I don't mind if it's a little bit off. I think it might actually add to it. Yeah, so that sort of thing. So the roots, some of the roots will go up, down, and then we go to the bottom of the. Try and keep in line a bit. So it looks a bit better. I've lit up down here, so I can see what I'm doing. But I will try my best to make it seem like the branch is coming out from the bottom of the island. I've never worked above my head like this on Minecraft, actually. It's really... Yeah, and then we'll start bringing it out this way. This. And then have it so it starts coming this way out. Obviously we do want it to get smaller as it goes to the end, as a root does. Like that, and then we'll have a couple just coming out here. I understand we can't see what we're doing right now, so I'm actually working in the dark. Great. And I have one more down, a little bit, and then have it come out like that. So that's roughly a root. I will thicken this bit up slightly as it goes through. And the curve can be the part where it starts getting a bit smaller. Yeah, so it's this type of, that type of thing there. So it looks like it goes down. It's a little bit off, but I think that'll be fine. It looks like it goes down and out from the bottom of the island. So I think that's, I quite like that. I am, yeah, I'm quite happy with that. So I'm going to do a couple more of them. I might even have one that comes out and smashes one of these pillars, and then just have remains of the pillar on the floor as it goes through, so it looks like it's been there a long time and it's starting to take over. So yeah, I'm going to get onto a time lapse and get that done, and hopefully the roots should come out and look pretty darn good once it's finished. Then once I finish the roots, I will get onto the skull idea I had up here. So I will see you guys in a second. And the roots are done. I'm really happy with the way these have come out, especially the one over here that looks like it's grown through the pillar and just pushed all the blocks out of the way. I'm very happy with that. And as you saw in the time lapse, each one is coming out the bottom of the island. I might put a couple more on there and do them a couple more shapes, a couple more sizes, just so it looks like the tree's extended out and goes up. But next, I'm going to do, like I said, the dragon skull on the top of the tree. I'm going to do it slightly higher than the tree, because then I will have a bit of space where I can mold the tree into the skull underneath. Now, I've done dragon skulls and stuff before, but never in such a small space. So I'm hoping this turns out okay, and I managed to get it, you know, roughly the right size for here. I'm used to using a bit bigger space, but I think I should be able to do it. Should be able to do it. So fingers crossed this is enough space. If not, I can always expand the top of the tree, because I want it to look like the dragon had died here, and then someone planted the tree, and the tree has grown up, intertwining. Intertwining? Pretty sure that's a word. I'm going to say it's a word. Intertwining with the dragon. So I'm going to get into a time lapse, get it built, and we'll see what we come up with. I hope you enjoy. There's our dragon skull. Now I have been playing around with adding little bits here and there. I tried to put stuff in the eyes, but I didn't think any of it looked right. Like I tried to crying obsidian, I tried redstone blocks. You know, I tried an amethyst block. Nothing looked right in the eyes, so I thought I would leave it. But we need to give him some teeth, because teeth's like the bone. It doesn't go down as much as it does. And I saw that someone did a dragon skull and used dripstone for the teeth. So I figured, why not? You know, we want nice big fangs at the front here. like that, and slightly smaller fangs at the back here. Now, inside, we want to have some smaller teeth dotted around, you know, all different sizes, different shapes. Don't want to keep it into a pattern, of course. And I think they actually get bigger further back you go. So if we do 3 like that, and then obviously the bottom ones would look something like this. Yeah, I don't like the smaller ones being at the front. Like I said, I saw this on another video. I'm not sure who made it, but it's, you know, small teeth at the back, bigger at the front. But I do quite like it. I suppose we need more teeth at the top as well, don't we? So we'll do a couple. Oh, I don't really want them joined. So if we get rid of that one, how about there? See, I think if it's joined, it's just going to look wrong, isn't it? So what we might have to do. Just pull it like that, so they're a bit more spaced apart. Then we'll have them like this. So they're almost like taking in turns to which way the teeth goes, which makes sense for the mouth, I suppose. Actually, keep out. Get rid of that one and put one there. Get rid of that one. Put one there. Get rid of that one. Put one there. And smaller ones back there. And there. Right, should we go and have a look? Oh, of course I can't get through it. I've put blocks in the way. But I think that... yeah, I like that. I'm happy with that. I think that looks pretty awesome. Like I said, I did try and I tried some of the blue fire down here in the eyes. That didn't look right. I tried it in the nose. That didn't look right. I tried just obsidian, crying obsidian. None of it looked right with anything in the eyes. So I figure I would just leave it. Next, we need to move the tree. Oh, that's not the right one. We need to move the tree so it looks like it's engulfing it a bit. So we'll do bits like this. You know, I can make the branches a bit thicker now because I've got more of a base on where I want to lead it to. And it should. See, I think I made it too big. Like I said, I'm used to making. I've made dragon heads before, but not in this small space. I do think I've made it a bit big, but I'm gonna make do with what I've got. Now I'll have some of it coming up here, some of it coming down there. Add all little different bits in as it goes. Obviously this is like, I wanted it to be like a spine coming down, which it does look a bit, not a lot. But I'm still happy with it, you know, or I'm gonna make sure it comes down. But also I want to do some claws, maybe like a claw coming out of the tree. So like here or so, there'll be like a dragon's claw coming out. I need to work out how to do that. I've never really made claws before. But I do think it makes the tree come together a lot, you know? Kind of gives it kind of taps it out, because obviously I had a big flat space, I wasn't sure what to do with it. And I think it really makes up, fills the space well. I just want to put some random blocks in here, so that all goes up. Then obviously, as we come out, it almost looks like the branches of the arms of the dragon, doesn't it? But like I said, I will be thickening these up because they are definitely not thick enough. But at least I've got a good shape for them now, I suppose. You know, but yeah, all in all, I'm happy with the way it's turned out. You know, could have been a lot worse. I might even do some of the branches coming right way up to like here, so the tree's like proper embellished, engrowthed it like that. Look. Get some more up this side as well. You know, fill in some of the gaps that's got the detail of the dragon. I just want to round a branch because then there's nothing for it to grow off. That'd be silly, wouldn't it? But all in all, you know, I am very happy with the way it's turned out, and with it. Oops, I threw away the one block I need. With the tree engulfing it a bit, I reckon I can have this looking pretty good. So I'm actually going to end the video there because we are slowly running out of time, and there's a storm. Oh, that really adds to it, doesn't it? Look at that light. Did you see that lightning flash? That really adds to the dramatic effect, I reckon. But I'm going to work a bit more on it, see if I can get the skull a bit more intertwined with the tree. But all in all, I think that looks pretty damn awesome. Like I said, I'm going to end the video there, and in the next one, I will finish off the top island. I'll figure out what to do on the outside, and I'll be connecting all of the islands together. So it's like they are literally all connected. It won't just be a bridge. I'll have it aesthetically connected first, which will be chains, I'm thinking. Nice big thick chains going from one to the other. And then there'll be like bridges, like road bridges going from all of them. But that is... I am very happy with that. But like I said, the branches look like they're kind of... I'm going to work out how to make it look like the branches on the arms. Anyway, I will see you in the next video. If you got this far, please like and subscribe. And I'll catch you in the next one. Be good. And if you can't be good, don't get caught.